So we discussed Dhaturidutarivo Sarveshwari Bahulam, and I hope everything is clear till now, till this sutra to everyone.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes,
And then, yeah. So Sahajanek Sarveshwarasya Kvibantasya Keval Dhatpakshara Satsanga Sprashtayori Dutor Yabau. The E or U of a word ending in quip, in which there is more than one innate Sarveshwara, become ya and va respectively, provided they are not connected with a satsanga that belongs exclusively to the syllable of vidhatu. Okay. So like Vishwa Ni. So here it says, first of all, the whole word has to end with either long E or long U with no, the deletion of quip pratyaya. So Ni is a dhatu, and which was, so then quip was applied, so it became a shabda here, in which there is more than one innate Sarveshwara. Now, more than one innate Sarveshwara, what does that mean? It has more than one Sarveshwara, E and A, and then it says, provided they are not, okay, Sarveshwara means we have so three Sarveshwaras or more than one Sarveshwaras, like E, A, and the long E. And they are not connected with the satsanga that belongs exclusively to the syllable of dhatu. So, and this ni is not a satsanga. So, in this case, what happens is e uv will happen, or no, it will not happen. It says it just becomes ya or wo. I'm really sorry. I'm just my head is just gone today after meeting my Guru Maharaj. I'm really gone because it's really tiring to be with him. Anyhow, so actually, I'm working on a book, his book, some new book, and we have just finished the. Means the manuscript was finished 2 years ago, but we just finished the design and the layout. And my Guru Maharaj is like, he likes everything to be ornamental, decorative, and so on. So now it's review time. So, and that is the most crucial time for me at least, because he's very specific about each and everything, even a single semicolon, a comma, a full stop, and what to speak of the letters, the words, the images, this and that. So, um, so it's quite a task. So the so it becomes the long e becomes here, the long u becomes v. In such a case, uh, I'm really not sure about this sutra, because when I studied this sutra, to be frank, I didn't pay good attention while I was studying this sutra. Sahajanika. So just to be honest to all of you. But we'll read the vritti and the commentary, so I think we'll get something. So in that regard, when there is a krit samasa, in this case the word vishwani, we get vishwani, vishwanyao, vishwanya, and so on. In the sixth case plural, we get nyam. Which sutra is vishwanyam? Ni.
That's the next sutra, right? Ni radha byam nger
But I think we did that sutra, no? Okay, here
I
it
think
is. Yeah. This one, right? Yes. Because I've already studied, so I was like wondering if it was before. So.
Well, this whole section is really confused, these four, because they all kind of run together. I was reading, he even says Daitya Prami, this one that he already introduced, is actually this Sahajaneka Sarveshwarasya Kvibantasya in the Vritti up there. He says that he only introduced it in order to differentiate between that and the word Vata Prami. So the whole thing is like, it's upside down and backwards. And it took me a while of kind of banging my head against this to get some sense out of it.
Yes, so yeah, for like personally, easy way to understand this section in particular is because I'm not composing right now anything. So the composition which is done by the authors, the commentators, they have already done. So I just have to read and figure it out whether year is done or only year is done, you know.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
when we're composing, then comes the real task of figuring each and everything out. So when I was reading this part, I was like, oh, I need not compose anything. So just to, pacify myself that I'm not getting it overall. So anyhow, the word Sahajanika Sarveshwarasya is a Pitambara Samasa, meaning in which there is more than one innate Sarveshwara. Mm, Sahaj Aneka Sarveshwara. Sahaj means naturally, we say Sahaj, not Sahajiya. Sahaj means naturally. Anek means not, na eka iti aneka. Not one, which means more than one. Sarveshwara means Sarveshwara. So a word which comprises of more than one word, naturally, Sahaja, innate. Innate means it's within it naturally. Nothing is joined to make it Aneka Sarveshwara. The word asprishtayoh means ayuktayoh, not connected. Krit samasas are formed by upendra yor yadi vyantaj antapurva padani kridantena samasyante. The previous grammarians divided the Krit samasas into three subcategories. Yes, this is quite important. The samasa of a kridanta with the upendras or uryadis is called gati samasa. The samasa of a kridanta with a purva pada is called a karaka samasa or upapada samasa. In the kridanta prakarana, it will be explained how the karaka samasa is actually included in the category of upapada samasa. An example of a gati samasa is vishwani. Actually, Vishwani is not a Gati is not a Gati Samasa. It is an Upapada Samasa formed by Namni, this and this sutra. In this regard, since the Krit Samasa Vishwani means Vishwam Nayati, one who lead the universe, the word Vishwa here is an Upapada, which is a karma. It is not a Gati. A valid example of a Gati Samasa is Pradhi. Pradhi. For further details regarding these different kinds of samasas, so yeah. So this is a description we'll be reading in Kridanta Prakarana. It's quite elaborate there and quite confusing but interesting and very informative too. So yes, so where were we? An example of a Karaka Samasa is Vrika Bhi, and an example of a Upapada Samasa is Krishna Seva. The paribhasha given for these types of samasas is Gati Karaka Upapadanam Kridbhi Sah Samasa Vachanam Prak Sub Utpattehe. The samasa of Gati, Karaka, or Upapada with a Kridant is done prior to the application of the Swadhis. So this means we apply Swadhi Pratyas after doing all this internal things, the samasa and everything. After doing samasa, then we bring it to Shabda Prakaran and then we apply Swadhis. This is the point here. And therefore the samasa, which is, it's like each chapter is like a factory. It's like a production house. You combine, join words, pratyas, this and that. You make something out of different words, pratyas, and so on, and then you bring it to another chapter, mainly the Swadhis, the Nam Prakaran, and there they do another assembling. Then they assemble that Prakriti with the Pratyaya, Swadhi, and then comes the real form. And even then, it can take many forms. Then again, that final form can go back to another prakarana. For example, in Tadhita, let's say, then that word can take another form in Tadhita prakarana. For example, Okay, I will take Pritha. The word Pritha. Kunti Maharani is another name. Now the mool dhatu is Prit, and then the A is up, the up pratyaya, like in Radha and so on, in Sita Radha. So now Prit and A, now Prit is dhatu. Now we took Prit in Kridanta Prakaranam, we applied A pratyaya, it became Pritha. Then we brought Pritha to Shabd Prakaranam, Lakshmi Linga, Sarveshwarant. We applied the Swadhi Pratyas, it remained Pritha. Now we took Pritha from here to Tadhita Pratyaya and Tasyaha Apatya Puman, it became Partha. And now for Partha also, now Partha will again come to Shabda Prakaran. Partha, Parthau, Partha. Are you getting my point? It's like full khichdi.
Yes.
So it's not khichdi, but it's khichdi. So the same word can be made into so many forms. Just, it's like really a play around the word. So, and Jiva Goswami does this actually. He's very much into it. Jiva Goswami especially. He really likes to do play the tadhita pratyas in the word. Yeah, in different senses. So I'm really not sure about this sutra, to be frank. I won't lie. I was sure about the previous sutras, but this one we can put in hold. I'll try to find some time out when I'm finished with my Gurudev, and we'll get back to this sutra because I don't want to speculate. If an Ujjwal Prabhu or someone else, they have got some better understanding, you can please share. Anyone? Any comment? Any sharing for this sutra? So we'll just move ahead. Okay, Ujjwal Prabhu, you want to say something?
I was just, from what I was looking at, it seems like there's something going on here in the way the compounds are formed, that when you make the compound, then that's still considered the dhatu. That the words that have been added to that are considered as part of the dhatu. And there's a distinction there that they make in the commentaries between a particular type of compound and another type of compound where it wouldn't be considered as part of the dhatu, because like with the karaka samasas, say if you had daitya prami, and if it was a karaka samasa and it was daityanam prami, well, that's not a good example. We can say Krishnasya Shri. So Krishnasya Shri has this dator iditor iyuval sarveshware bahulam, because even though it's Krishna Shri, it's a particular type of samasa, and so the Krishna part is not considered as sahaja aneka. It's not considered as those sarveshwaras are not considered as part of the dhatu. Although it's really confusing, because that might be one of the ones where it's because it's a sarveshwara. I mean, it's what is it? Satsangas prishtayo, because it's Shri.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the case, and that's why you get Shriya instead of Shriya. So yeah, I don't have full clarity. I'm still kind of digging at it and trying to figure out exactly why. It's definitely clear that because there are more, then we have this application, but there are some things, and I guess that's the first time I've thought of that with the Krishna Shri example. It's because of this satsangas prishtayoho. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have full clarity.
So we'll just we won't skip it, but we'll just pause this sutra, put it on hold, and I'll get back on the sutra. And plus, also, I want to explain that those 5-6 shlokas in the very beginning in the Sara Ramyor Vritti, which I said that after reading that, we will be able to understand the sutras just by reading the sutras. So these two things are on hold. So we'll study this once I'm quite free from my Gurudev service. So Niradhabhyam Neram is so Vishwani Yukta Mi. So Ni Radhabhyam Neram means after the word Ni or after a Radha, Ni is replaced by Am. Yeah. So we have Ni, which is replaced by Am, becomes Vishwanyam. Then Vishwanyo, Vishwani, Shu, Ityadi. It looks like Idvameva Yah Sarveshware, this sutra, but actually it's quite different. And that's why they have introduced this special sutra. Anek Sahaja Anek Sarveshwara Ityadi, Kvivantasya Ityadi. We'll focus on this afterwards. Sudhi Bhuvo Riyubhaveva. Now the words Sudhi and Bhu, the E and U becomes E and U respectively. So Sudhi Yukta Su Sudhi, then Sudhiyav, Sudhiya, Ityadi. Yes. Same with Bhu, Bhu, Bhuvav, Bhuvaha, Ityadi. Again, this is also an extension of the same series, the Uv or the Va, the Iya or the Ya. So the same part. So Sudhi and Bhu Ityadi. Varsha Punardrin Kara Karabhyo Bhuva Eva. When the word Bhu comes after the words Varsha, Punar, Dring, Kara or Kara, its U only becomes Va. Varsha means rainy season, Punar means again, Dring means to kill. Dring. Kara means hand, Kara means hand, Kara means a prison. I just remembered one thing. Have you heard of that dhatu Drividarane? Anyone?
No.
There is one dhatu. Drividarane. Vidarana. Now Vidaran means okay. Vidaran means to tears, rendering asunder, breaking, splitting, cleaving, crushing. Now, you know what is interesting about this? The word, okay, what does the word Dara mean?
Wife. Really, it's coming from this dhatu?
This was my first hand realization when I was reading Dhatu chapter, I think, like way back. I was like, wow, it really, it really matches
That's
actually.
quite explicit.
From Drividarane it becomes Dara. Daragar, ityadi we say. Actually, Sanskrit really is amazing language. Means each and every word, the formation is so that it's not just the name only. It also implies the feature of that particular object or the person, the personality the name belongs to. So now when I was like, okay, Dara from Drividarane, when Dara enters into a family, then Vidarana happens. The wife says to the husband, oh, we won't live with the parents anymore, get separate, seclusion and all those things. So I was like, wow, amazing. So just a Sanskrit realization, not Bhagavad realization. Anyhow, that was from Dring, I remember. Kara means, we say Kara Grih, so this Kara is prison. Kara is hand. Generally, we say Kara to be hand, but Kara is also hand. So when Bhu comes after all these words, then the long U converts into V. Generally, the long U becomes UV, as we have seen before. But in this case, it's V. For example, Varsha Bhu, then Varsha Bhu Yukta Au, then it becomes Bhau, Bhau, Bhah, not Bhuvau, not Bhuvah, Bhau, Bhah, ityadi. So like that for all those words. Words like Khalapu, sweeper, follow the same pattern. Krishna Sukhi means Krishna Sukhiyati. Okay, this is Nam Dhatu. Sukhi, Sukhyau, Sukhyah. It's the same series actually. The same Iya Uv. Ananti, Anantihi, Anantiyau, Anantyau, Ananti Yukjas, Anantyah. Yes. Now, Krishna Sukhi Yukta Ngasi. Now, this is one sutra. Which sutra?
What is it?
Yogyam?
Kyatyabhyam Yasinga Sor Us.
Yeah, Khyatyaabhyam Nasingasaurus. So, Krishna Sukhyuhu, Sukhyuhu. Then same Anantyu, Anantyu, Lunnu, Lunnu. Okay, so till here, we studied the section of the long E and the long U with two different varieties of composition. One with E and U, and another one was V, Y and V. And we are not still sure, and we have not properly read. So we'll just keep this section, the whole section in loop, and we'll continue this once I'm free, and I'll study by myself, revise by myself, and then we'll study this again. So I'm not skipping it. So we are doing Brihad version, so we'll do Brihad version properly. So just keeping this in hold. Now we'll do Pitri Shabd. Okay, which sutra is applied? Pitri Yukta Su.
Sri Rama Sakibhyam Vishanas Purudam Shasaneha Sitte Tevyascha Swaraj Pradam Vina.
Yes. Ji, Ojasvi, yes. So, yes. So, Ach, because it's Re Rama Sakhibhyam, it's Re Rama. So, Su changes to Ach, then Sangsara se Harashchiti becomes Pita. Okay, Pita. Then comes Pitri Yukta Au. Now we have a sutra Re Rama se Govindaha Pandaveshum Naucha. The Re Rama takes Govinda. What is the Re Rama of Govinda?
Ar.
It takes Govinda when the Pandavas or Ni follows, even 7.1 Ni follows. So Pitri Yukta Au. So what is Pandava?
Swadaya Pancha Pandavaha.
Au is a Pandava. So Re Ramasa Govinda Pandaveshun Naucha. Re becomes Ar Pitarau. Same Pitaraha, Pitaram, Pitarau. Then 2.3 is same as previously. Pitri Yukta Shas, Dashavtara Damshaswara Ramaharaha, Dashavtara Satri Vikrama Shasi Tasmat Sona Pangsi, Pitrin. Then Pitri Yukta Ta is Ridvam Raha, Pitra, Pitribhya, Pitribhi, Pitre, Ridvam Raha, Pitribhya, Pitribhyah. 5.1 is Pitri Yukta Nasi. So Re Ramato Nasingaso Rasya Uch. After Sri Rama, the only the of Nasingas is replaced by Uch. So Pitri Yukta Nasi. So only the is replaced. Remember this. So is replaced by Uch, Sangsara Saharashchiti, Pitus, Sararamyor, Pituhu. Pitribhyam, Pitribhyar, same with 6.1 because it says Nasingasor, Nasi and Nas. Pituhu. Then Pitroho. Then Pitri Yukta Am is Vamana Gopi Radhabhyo Nud Ami. Vamana, then Vamana Satri Vikrama Navina Nrishabda Setua Natisri Chatasroho Rasha Ridibhyo Nasanaha Ityadi. Pitri Nam. then Pitri Yuktangi is this sutra, Naucha. Riramasa Govinda Pandavishu Naucha. Even when me is following, the re takes Govinda, it becomes Pitari, not Pitri. It's Pitari. Then Pitroho Pitrishu, Ishwara Harimitra. Then 8.1, Pitri Yukta Su, Buddha. Radha Vishnu Janabhyam Ipashta Trivikramat Sorharaha. Su is deleted when it comes after a Radha, a Vishnu Jana, or a word ending in an Eep, which is Trivikrama. So this is for Sambodhana. So Pitri Yukta Su 8.1. First of all, we'll apply Riramasa Govindaha Pandavesham Maucha. Okay, why don't we apply Riramasa Kibhyam here?
Because it says
Buddham Vina. Buddham Vina.
Okay. Because it says Buddham Vina. That's why we apply Riramasa Govindaha Pandavesham Maucha. It becomes Pitar Yukta Su. Now it ends with a Vishnu Jana. And this sutra says Radha Vishnu Janabhyam, Ipascha Trivikramat Soraraha. That the Su gets deleted when it comes after a Radha word. This Radha word we'll study in the next section. This is Strilinga, Lakshmilinga Shabda. If Su comes after a Vishnu Jana, which is in this case, or it comes after a word which ends in an eep, like Gopi, ityadi words. So because it's a Vishnu Jana, that's why Su gets deleted, it remains Pitar, and Saramir Vishnu Sargo ityadi becomes Pitaha. So Pita, Pitaro, Pitara, Pitaram, Pitaro, Pitrin, Pitra, Pitribhyam, Pitribhi, Pitre, Pitriham, Pitrivya, Pituhu, Pitribhyam, Pitrivya, Pitu, Pitro, Pitrinam, Pitari, Pitroho, Pitrishu, He Pitaha, Pitaro, He Pitaraha. Okay. Was that clear?
Yes.
Or was it quick, quite faster? Okay, then the words Jamatri and so on follow the same pattern as Pitri. Now we begin the declension of the word Nri, a man. So Nri Yukta Su, Riram Sakhivyam ityadi Na. Then Riramasa Govinda Pandavesham Naucha, Narau Naraha. It's quite amazing that here Nara is 1.3, but generally we consider it as 1.1, even in the scriptures, isn't it?
It's a different word, isn't it? Isn't Nara also a word?
Yeah, actually. But the root is Nri. Nara is a word, but see, it also says si Nri. The root is Nri.
Is it some Tadit Pratyay or something that is turned into this?
Yes. So, like if we say na, it's like now if any impersonalist, he talks of this na and the man, then he will say na means void. You know, in Sanskrit, na means nothing. So he will connect it to the impersonal aspect. Na means void. You are nothing. You are void. Because it's Sanskrit is about the word jugglery, the word play. So na, naro, nara, naram, naro, nrin. This is nrin. And this is amazing. Nra. Ridvamra, nribhyam, nribihi. Then like that. Then in 6.3, Nri Shabdasya Tuva, if you remember. Optionally, the Nri becomes Trivikrama, the Rirama. So one time it becomes Trivikrama and one time it doesn't. Nari, Nroho, Nrishu. Nrishu. We see this word, Nrishu. Krishna, Nareshu, Nareshu. Like that. So this was Nri. Then Kartri. We do Kartri today? We can. कर्तृयुक्तसु again रीरामसखीभ्याम इत्यादि कर्ता. Then स्वश्री त्रिल त्रिन प्रत्ययांतानाम वृष्णेन्द्रः सुवर्जम पांडवेषु. Both the word swasri means sister, swasa, and words ending in the krit pratyas tril or trin undergo Vrishnindra when any Pandava except Su follows. Now in Pitri word we did Govinda, but here the formation of words like Kartri and so on is different, because the three here we see is different from three in Pitri. The three here is either Tril or Trin Pratyay. So like Kri Yukt Tril or Trin then becomes Kartri. So it takes Vrishnendra, not Govinda. Then Kartri Yukt Au, then we apply the sutra Swasri Tril Trin Pratyantanam Suvarja Vrishnendra Suvarjam Pandaveshu. What is Vrishnendra for Rirama?
R.
Okay, Ojasvi, what is the sutra for Vrishnendra?
इद्वयस्य ऐ उद्वयस्य औ ऋद्वयस्य आर् निरिद्वयस्य आल् वृष्णीन्द्रः ए ओ स्थाने ऐ औ च.
So kartaro, kartara, kartaram, kartaro. Then the word kartri follows the same pattern as the word pitri when the yadus follow. So kartrin, kartra, kartribhyam, kartribhyam, kartribhihi, kartre, kartribhyam, kartribhyah, kartuhu, kartribhyam, kartribhyah, kartro, kartrishu, he kartah, he kartaru, he kartarah. Like that. So only difference in the Pandavas. This. Otherwise it's the same.
The Pita, Pitaro, Pitara, some similar only, right? What
Yeah.
the difference?
Yeah, only difference is the Govinda and Vrishnendra in these four. Otherwise, it is the same. It's the same. Then Leshtri. Yes, Leshtri. What does Leshtri mean? It isn't so. Leshtu. I don't know. Leshtri. So Leshta, Leshtaro. Again, it's okay. 1 minute. Lesh. So again the same sutra. Swasri, Tril, Trin, Pratyayantanam, Ityadi. Leshtaro, Leshtara, Leshtaram, Leshtaro, Leshtrin, Ityadi. Yes. Yeah, that's all for today. So we are clear, except for that E of section. We'll study that afterwards. And again, we'll not study Bhagavatam Anvaya for a few more days. I think only a few more days are left for my service here. Then I'll be free for some time, of course. We'll resume that. Okay, anything to be said by anyone? Otherwise, we'll stop. Okay, so we'll resume.